Bro, they made me now available for coins. Your tail has been changed for Cody's. Just 1,500 coins in your progress for the tail didn't reset. Cool. Daily rewards. Hello and welcome. We've been here before and the developer told me to get back in here and actually read the dialogue. Oh my god, they added settings! As you might know, I often turn dialogue off and this time we gotta turn it on. I was told that we should put the dialogue back on, rerun some of the matches, and see what we missed. First off, we need to go on a scavenger hunt. What is this? Shop display. Display for some building towers, the rest of the towers. Oh, cool. I'm gonna be real with you. I never knew that there was an elevator here. Oh, never mind. The stairs seem to be broken as well. That's unfortunate. Look around the lobby, they said. There's something hidden, they said. I found that guy. He's outside, but I don't think he's a part of this. Is this it? They added a blue snail? Some of them make sense, like the explosion and the bullets, but what the hell does a snail do? It's a blue snail, what does it do? I'm not... Hey, I'm not wrong. I am so not wrong. What the hell does a blue snail indicate? When you think of a slowness debuff, you think about like maybe a boot to indicate movement. You indicate some sort of negative trait. A blue snail does not... I'm gonna be honest with you. When I associate the color blue, I think of mana. So a blue snail to me would be like mana regen reduction. Granted, there is no mana in this game as far as I'm aware, but you know, the blue snail doesn't really symbolize movement for me. Out of all the ways to be added in a game, this is the first time I've been represented as a blue snail. So I'm actually quite happy that it's something I never would have expected. It's very, very cool. Dude, no wonder I didn't realize there was... Oh my god, that was the obby course. They got rid of the obby course. They changed up the lobby quite a bit. Also, these have borders now, and it looks like you can no longer unequip them, so we can't break the game, sadly. They got a whole Christmas tree back there for some reason. Alright, since we're here just to look at dialogue for the most part and check out some other stuff, we gotta get rid of these ones. I was told that I got all of the boring towers, but my brother in Christ, all of these are the beginning towers, so it, you know, it kinda doesn't make sense. Of course, I am going to get the boring towers if they're at the very beginning. If we go with Trooper, Vanguard, Assassin, Farm, we could also go for some of these gold ones, although only one perhaps. I really don't want to, but we probably need minigunner. Every single tower defense game has a minigunner. Also, did you guys notice? Because I didn't. This used to be a changelog. It is now info. The changelog is still here, and we can actually see what happened. 2 new heroes were added, this one and that one. Dialogue to the lobby and a lot of interactables. We did take a look at that. The obby course got ripped apart for an elevator that's also ripped apart. It doesn't work. At least right now, because in the future it'll travel to lobby locations. That's cool. A bunch of balance changes had happened. This is actually really cool, but we can click on them and we can see what changed, and that's actually very, very awesome. Perks also got changed and we can click on them as well. Oh, daily reward is new? I didn't even notice that. I thought it was here the whole time. So many games have daily rewards. I just took it as normal. Okay, putting all of that aside, this is the very important part. Damage types, they're all here. Reductions, the blue snail, bunch of different traits. And lastly, buffs and debuffs. Okay, the green orbs are elemental damage type, and then we have acid, energy, fire, and ice. I would love to see their actual alignment of what the icons are for them. I say that because you also have junk like this, which is apparently normal. I suppose this will do and this is fine. Wait, what? I thought the orbs were the other thing. This is acid. Icon for elemental damage type. What do you mean? That's only for acid though, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna be going here, and I added some modifiers here, and so we now have a shard percentage and an increase in rewards. Despite all that, we're going to easy for the dialogue first, and then we'll make our way. Enemies with defense spotted, damage types different to bullet, to help you deal with those. Gotcha, Graves. Fun fact, we discovered bulletproof equipment isn't too strong against the things that aren't, well, bullets. Once accidentally blow up an explosive barrel of ooze near some military equipment. Fun facts like these aren't really needed. The ooze and spread all over the place, and then these dummies appeared out of the bulletproof jackets. Kind of crazy, don't you think, General? I suppose that's lore, but you went a bit off track there. I would agree, Graves. Rushers will try and sneak past your defenses. That's fine. We know what a rusher is. Don't let them get through. That's a very obvious point, Graves. The shield gives them a barrier type of added health that lets them tank one hit. Okay. We now have a minigunner, and it's quite expensive, and that's it. That's all I've got for you. The design is pretty cool if Graves can get out of the way. Kemi, you also have to get out of the way because I'm trying to look at the ammo on the... There we go. Now we can see. Pretty cool design as we upgrade. Area damage is good, but you will need to balance everything to pass the upcoming encounters. Cool. Heavy? Oh, that was an ability. Why was it blacked out? This is heavier bullets as projectiles. They grant higher damage, but fire slower and can't go as far. That's interesting. Okay, that's actually really cool for the minigunner. Okay, that dialogue was totally not needed. Next week should have something more interesting though. I was told the dialogue was... the dialogue has lore, they said. The dialogue helps you, they said. I had pop-ups disabled. Tower abilities. Towers have abilities. Stunning. Oh my god, I really don't need these pop-ups, I promise you. Also, shoot our units, be careful, stun them for a small period of time. I am aware of this, because I can see it. I can see it happening. The tips are helpful, they said. You have eyeballs. You can see what they do. The next wave is gonna be hard. We're sending in the Giga Dummy. You have enough defenses to take it down. Don't let your guard down. It's very strong. The dummy is here. We've added an indicator for you to know when that should be. Should be what now? Also remember that the bars will indicate the boss moveset, which will change when reaching that mark. Yeah, that's evident across many video games. Look at him go. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. We're making it. We're making it. It's almost there. And we win. No, what? Yeah. He gave himself shield right before. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got coins, shards, trophy, and night vision. What I've learned lore-wise is that this is a training kind of segment for new recruits. The difficulty. It's the tutorial after the tutorial with a side of lore, where Kemi just tells us that nuclear waste went into bulletproof vests and these guys were spawned out of it. I'm no scientist myself, but I don't think that's how that works with chemical waste and bulletproof vests, but who knows? If you're curious about the shards do go to special things like the chef here. Guys, I have some bad news. A developer has infiltrated. Why did they run like that? Armored enemies are coming through. Take a punch. Radar showing flying enemies. That was quick. Why was it so fast? It was very, very fast. Oh, is it just informing of upcoming? Okay, well, now we have a sniper, but I hope you listen to my advice. Here they come. I drain out 90%, so I listen to maybe 10%. Just to be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if skipping waves was the best of idea. I'll put a minigunner. Did it do a good job? It did good job. Oh, wait, no, there's a small child. Oh, so close, so close. Okay, try now. Very, very close. Give it a second. Give it one. Hold on. It's almost right about here. You can try. The rev up on the Gatling is so silly how it's just enough time for the small little zombie to bypass. I think I found the cause of our scenario. Everything is bugged. I can't mess with anything. And because of that, auto skip is enabled for some reason. I have that defaulted off, I'm pretty sure. We just have to play the game with auto skip on now, which is not a favorable way to play. Ah, this is bad. I don't have crowd control inside of this house. The DPS cannot outdo the summon rate. Ah, it's so close. Dude, my auto skip is disabled by default. Okay, I really have no idea what happened. Also, I dragged my friend along so I wouldn't be annoying the developer for too long. Also, what in God's name is this map? I'm gonna be honest with you, I've noticed this, but I have not been paying attention to any of the dialogue other than maybe a good 5% of it. Mostly because I am just focused on trying to survive in the maps. Usually we'll have a situation, be it fast enemies or maybe the flying enemies, and so a lot of this just kind of gets, you know, completely ignored. I'd recommend getting towers with splash or pierce. Don't worry, I've got one. But what do we need it for? Because I missed that first part. Also, to an extent, a lot of the pop-ups here and there are just like, hey, warning. New enemy, here's what you need. This is what the enemy does. And that's about it, you know? Well, they're appearing out of thin air like they've been newly resurrected. Boosted enemies have 60% more speed. Combined with reinforced trait works the same way with summons. I've got no idea what that means, but I'll act like I know what that means. Take a punch. Yeah, we know. We know it's gonna take a punch. Unstable enemies are incoming. What are these things? Set the targeting to strongest and he'll do something. I am more concerned about this at the moment. We're gonna use the power of fireworks to get this over with. It seems to be working pretty well. You can never have too much crowd control is what I've learned. Hey Graves, how you doing? Dialogue. Sorry, wasn't expecting you. What brought you up? Just passing by. Need a helping hand. No, it's fine, but you can stay if you want. Oh, we need a helping hand. That's it? That's it? Dialogue? Night detected. That's the entire... What? He said, hey, how's it going? Not much. You can stay if you want, but we're doing all right here. That's it? Exactly right. Ooh, sure have been practicing this. Reminder, each tower has a different type. Yeah. I don't know what was said before that. I don't care. We got crowd control. We discovered that a few days after all this. I don't know what the hell we discovered, but between you and me, I'm just playing a tower defense and I gotta make sure my DPS is high. He's got so many resistances, I don't care. One of them's gotta work eventually, and this one does. I'm not totally blind to the gameplay mechanics. I just don't read about the gameplay mechanic. I have a trial and error system. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I learn. Which is why I usually have dialogue off. Because dialogue, most of the time, will just tell you what you already know or what you can learn at a glance. So it's not really needed. It definitely might not be the proper way to play, but it's the way that I've been playing and it's been working quite well. But as a side note, I'm a person who plays roguelikes, so I'm kind of used to trial and error. In addition to the aspect of learning as I progress. It's a different way to play, and everyone's gonna have their own unique way of playing a game. It's just oh, forget it. Gotcha. I'm glad I read that dialogue box. Everyone has their own unique way of playing games, and to be quite honest, I like to keep my way of playing the game how it is when I showcase these games in video format, because developers might not think about the different ways that players encounter situations or deal with situations. I play games blindly. Some people might be smarter and actually read the dialogue, tips, and helpful information. I look at the mechanics, and I have a fun time. I'm not too concerned about winning or losing all that much, but I do want to showcase main aspects of games. Dialogue in tower defense games I don't really see as all that much a main aspect unless it's directly a progression and story type of game like Tower Galactica, but for the vast majority of tower defense games they're just going to be basic, so it really isn't needed. Make use of support towers that can slow them down or will have problems with their shocking speed. This guy right here, the Jouster. Remember that higher damage towers will essentially counter shielded enemies better. Yeah, we got a few of these guys. Of course, you didn't know that? Well, now you... What did I didn't know? The dialogue box went by way too quickly. I took focus on the Jouster because it was an important threat and I missed the dialogue. A Templar has been detected on the field. With his full-plated armor and sword, he'll be a big problem if not dealt with. No way. Here's a Templar. The design of him does make it obvious that he's going to be beefy if his health bar didn't give it away. And visually, he does attack, so I can see that he's going to be a problem, as everything before him has been. It's quite obvious to see, and that's where a lot of my experience comes from with games. Just learning from seeing. adapting and either failing or succeeding. We're also on one of the easier difficulties, so a loss is really not that big of an issue. There he is. I've learned that he was in the past and that's it. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Alright, this is what I was looking forward to. It's you again. You managed to defeat Justin. Congratulations. Yippee! I have things to do. I must go now. That's it? Don't let your guard down. That was it. That was the entirety of the dialogue. The next encounter will be the hardest yet. Well, no kidding. That's the next difficulty. That's the entire... I am quite annoyed. Hey, Commander, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I was told to play the game for the dialogue and the story. The dialogue and the story was 3 pop-ups saying, "Good job, kid. Now go face your next harder challenge." On God, the spooky evil villain wants you to know that congratulations, you have defeated his pawn, but beware, the evil spooky monster number 2 will be lurking in the harder difficulty if you did not know, by the name of the game mode being harder mode than previous mode. Guys, between you and me, I'm keeping my dialogue off and I don't care. If you have a tower defense game and it has dialogue and pop-ups, I will not be reading any of it unless it is explicitly a story game. Guys, if you want to check out this game, it's genuinely a good game because of the perk system and the uniqueness that the towers have. But if you're like me and you don't want to read anything, feel free to turn the dialogue off, I guess. Did not find any of the dialogue of substantial value. However, that is of my own playstyle as well. If I'm blind, I'm gonna ask stupid questions, but those questions are not inherently meant to be answered. They are more or less me talking to myself. Alright, the link to the game is going to be down below. I would recommend that you play this game like genuinely. However, if there's a game you want me to check out that you have, leave a comment down below and I'll get right on to it. If you're looking for other games to play, check out my channel. I upload a ton of content, so hopefully you'll be able to find something new and fun to play. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Before we go, I do want to say thank you to all of the developers of this game. It was pretty cool checking in, seeing the changes, because a lot of my concerns from the first video were kind of answered in a way. They added a guide, they did some changes, they cleared up information that I had no idea about, and essentially with these videos that I create, I want to showcase what it might be like for a new player for their first time diving into a game would be like. So this was really cool coming back to the game, having some fun, and seeing improvements to it. And I do wish all developers the best of luck with their projects, and I hope this one can succeed as well. Now, that's going to be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see ya.